After talking, one of the similarities that we discussed was that we were both academically driven and wanted to please the teachers and parents. So we were always quiet and respectful in class. This is why we both get upset when students are doing things that if we did when we were younger, we would have gotten in trouble for. Another similarity that was found is that we both want our students to be their best selves. This is in every area, not just academics. That can be in sports, in their personal lives, in their friendships. We want them to be the best that they can be. And that's what drives us as educators. We strive to have students achieve their best. The last similarity that we found revolves around respect. The things that we identified as triggers were the things that we both thought were disrespectful for us. And we had to think about how those same behaviors were viewed by others, and take that into account when handling certain behaviors.
While we found many similarities, we also have a few differences. One of the main differences was our backgrounds, which shaped the way that we relate to students. Since Tiara is from the area that we teach in, she is more familiar with the things that students are going through. I grew up in a completely different setting, so I have a harder time relating to them personally. This leads to helping students through problems that arise in their lives. While Tiara has seen many of these personally or through friends growing up, I was not exposed to the same circumstances as many of my students are going through. This makes it more difficult for me to relate on a personal level.
How we use this information. You need to learn about your students first and plan lessons and content with them in mind. The academics are important, but getting to know your students can make their experience learning the content more meaningful. It's also important to have a safe space. They need to feel respected and heard in the class so they're willing to try and take chances that will benefit all involved. The goal is to know your biases and triggers so you can start to counteract them. You should start to see how your students affect you with their behavior, and allow yourself the time to think about how you can better respond to things in the classroom that you may not agree with.
One way that we can get a lot of personal information about our students is by asking them to create a mock Wikipedia page as if they were a famous celebrity. We will learn a lot about our students through a fun and engaging writing activity and can shape future lessons and interactions with this information. Through this, we learned that not only is it important to get to know your students, but you must also get to know yourself first in order to do so. Thanks for watching!